Hi guys, so just an update on clothing apparel. Today it's probably about 6 or 8 degrees in Celsius here in Ireland. I'm on quite a warm hat. I've got a lightweight jacket which is Terex, so it's pretty good against the wind. It's pretty windy here today, so yeah, I'd recommend one of these. Gloves, light gloves as standard, light tights, yeah, nice warm pair of socks, and yeah, t-shirt and base layer. Welcome. So this is just a quick run through of some tips on winter running apparel. Biggest tip, don't overthink it. Get dressed and get out the door and get your run done. Be subjective to your running conditions. If it's really windy and driving rain is there, you might want to wear something like that. Just a cap with a visor on it, just to keep the rain out of your face. If it's freezing cold and no rain, a thicker hat is probably more suitable. Team it with a thick pair of gloves, the likes of these. I find really good. But if I'm doing speed work, they're too heavy, so I would use a much lighter glove. Look, 2.5 years ago, I didn't have any of this gear. I've built this up over a course of time. So you don't have to start out with it all. You can start out, just get one set, see how you go. Guys might get away with slightly less gear. Just, I suppose, one of those factors, women tend to feel the cold a bit more. I definitely feel the cold a lot. I will generally start out with, if it's a very mild day, the likes of this light running jacket and a base layer, or a t-shirt underneath this, and a set of tights. I generally wear full length tights in winter regardless. I don't like running in shorts when it's so cold, or if I'm not getting a tan. But if I'm running in a race in winter, I do adjust this slightly. I'll run in a pair of shorts. I would generally use calf sleeves as well. I've gotten a couple of sets of them over the past couple of years. And I also have picked up arm sleeves, and they definitely make a difference. The arm sleeves I find are really good for winter, keeping your arms that slight bit protected from the cold, and in summer actually helping you to cool down. So I definitely recommend them as a good investment. I might, and I have run in a visor in winter races, so don't rule it out. Also gloves, I have run in gloves in winter here in Ireland in races as well. My hands get freezing cold. They get so painful sometimes with how cold it is. Circulation just seems to stop going into them. So, and if that is a distracting factor in a race for me, it's no use to my concentration, and I find just wearing gloves will help to overcome that. But if I find my hands are eating up too much, I will take the gloves off as well, so don't be afraid to change that as you're going through a race. And you can take them off, either chuck them somewhere to the side, go back and get them later, or hold them loosely in your hands. Just be careful not to scrunch up your shoulders, because that's going to deter you in your race slightly. Back to what to wear in winter. If it's freezing cold, another item that I will use is the likes of a bandana or snood. I'll stick that around my neck just to keep it protected from the cold. And I suppose, subjective to the running conditions underfoot, you might want to wear particular footwear depending on if you have icy or snowy conditions. It's not something that happens here too frequently in Ireland. When it has done in the past, I have used trail shoes out on the roads. They just have a slightly better grip. So there's one option for you if you are running in I suppose more icy or snowy conditions. You can also get tracks. Somebody had recommended a set to me there recently when it was quite icy here. But again, this is going to be something that you can find out in your local jurisdiction. But I suppose just the main thing to remember is check out what it's like, have a look out your front door, step out, see how freezing cold it is, or if it's like milder, and adjust accordingly. And you can always dislayer as you go and pick up your stuff maybe on the way back if you're in a rural location like I am. Maybe if you're in a city, that's not such a viable option for you, but if you're in a city, you might be a little bit more protected from the wind, if there's a lot of tall buildings and that around. So look, there's a little bit of an overview for you. I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you do have any other tips to share with other runners, and I will see you all here again soon. Take care.